Welcome everybody to a Saturday afternoon here at the Art House Studio in Kitchener, Ontario. I'm really glad that you can make it here today. Sorry I didn't do my original broadcast time of Friday evenings, but if I can't do a Friday evening, I will always do a Saturday afternoon, and I'm happy to be here. I was thinking about what I want to do today, and I posted on my Facebook page any thoughts. And one lovely Christine Armstrong, I'm going to say your name because it posts on Facebook, um, said, your suitcase, your luggage. But I don't really want to pull all that out today because it's so big on the camera and it's a little bit difficult to do that way. But I thought, luggage, I'm going away to CHA next Saturday. I can't wait for that. I, you know what? I think I might do something luggage wise. And I thought, well, I want to decorate a case to take all my demo equipment and stuff to the show with, because I am lucky and fortunate enough to be demoing at two booths at CHA this year. Um, but then I came across Cloth Paper Scissors magazine, and inside it there is a reader challenge. And this reader challenge is luggage tag. And I went, oh, that would be so cool. I should do up a really fun luggage tag, and I can use that and attach that to something I'm taking to CHA next week. So I thought that would be good and that would broadcast well and we could have some real fun with it. So I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play. I have a dictionary out here, and as I said to the people who are online here before the broadcast started, I've been using this dictionary a lot. Um, the new Canadian edition. Yes, it's even Canadian. So the U's are in here. Yay! Anyway, it's on the top of the pile, so I think that's why I'm grabbing it most often. But anyway, I love it. So I think I'm going to use it in a couple of ways. And I have some paints out. I have my stencils and my sprays out. I brought out felting. I don't know. My sewing machine's out. Who the heck knows? For the next 2 hours, I'm going to create something, and hopefully it will be good. And I hope that you enjoy it. So please come on over to the chat, and if you have any questions about what I'm doing, or if you have any suggestions, or if you have any comments, I would love to read and hear them. And I'm just reading what somebody put here. I'm going to have. You're working on some alterations today. Well, welcome, and I'm glad that you've tuned me in while you're creating too. And I hope other people are creating as well. We should be creating every day. That's the goal. All right, so I did say that I was going to do a transfer because I do want to start building my background up for this mixed media tag that I'm doing. So I thought I would transfer a dictionary page here. So I don't know. We're talking travel. I don't know if I still have travel or luggage or luggage might be fun. A B C D F G LUN. I'm not even seeing the word luggage in here. What the heck is that about? Oh, there it is. Luggage. Luggage. But maybe not for good. How about trip? I should have maybe looked at this beforehand. Travel, trip, TRA. Travel. Ooh, look, travel. Can you see that? It says travel. Woohoo! Right in the top corner. So let's choose that page because that will work. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately for whatever reason, I am doing a transfer of this. So it will be backwards. But at least I know it says travel and we can all, pretend it's good. All right. Oh my heaven, I'm having issues opening bottles today. Oh my. What is going on? I have a feeling I'm not putting my caps on properly. Come on, I really want you. You know what? I'm gonna grab something else because that is not gonna open for me without a significant amount of effort. So as I mentioned, I am going to use Claudine's matte multi-medium. And I love the creamy consistency of this. Can you see that? Love that. Ooh, so sorry, everybody. See if I can steady this overhead. See, what kind of professional am I, Wendy? Like, come on. So I have got a gesso piece of canvas here that I am going to work on. And I am going to put a generous amount of multi-medium down on my canvas. And I'm only going to do a couple of different sections because I don't want to be doing this forever. And I'm going to put some on the actual paper too, just to make sure that I have lots of medium that I'm working on. And I'm going to put it right on my page here. And I'm burnishing it right down, getting out any bubbles that I might have. There we go. And I'm going to let that dry, and I think maybe I'll do a little bit more here. I'm not quite sure how big this is going to end up being, but that's okay. I know it's a travel page. Now I'm burnishing this with my finger, but I also have one of the scrapers here, and I'm going to burnish it this way as well, just to make sure that I get all of the sections on it. There we go. That actually is better. And I'll take the excess off of here, put what I can back. And I'm going to take my heat gun and speed along the drying process, because you really need it to be dry before we do the next step. I don't know if have you tried doing transfers this way, Linda and Wendy? I have my most success with Claudine's medium when I do image transferring this way. I don't know why. I prefer doing it this way over the golden method, like the golden medium, or I've done transfers with gesso and acrylic paint and everything as well, but I get the best results with this. You tried a photo last year, Wendy? Photos are tricky because you're never going to get a perfect transfer when you do it this way. So if you're wanting a perfect, try the tap paper. Leslie Rowley, I believe that's her name. Tap paper. And you print it on your inkjet and then you iron it on. It's very, very cool. Well, gesso will work. Any acrylic-based thing will work. I just love the grip, and I just find this so much easier to work with, the multi-medium. You can get it in gloss too, but I like the matte. I think we're pretty dry, actually. I'm just going to get the back here, just in case. Okay, so now that I've put the medium on and I've burnished the paper right through the medium, completely dried it. I hope I completely dried it. Now I'm going to wet it down because that's logical, right? So now I'm going to wet this right down. And I am going to loosen the pulp of the paper and just kind of rub it away. I need some more wet. There we go. There we go. It's going. It's going. So you can, let me see if I can zoom in here for you. Da, 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 da. There we go. Can you, is that focusing in okay, or? I'm not sure if it is or not. There we go. So I've got it down, and now I'm spraying it, getting it wet, loosening the pulp, and I'm just rubbing it away. So I'm taking that pulp layer right off. So you can see on the canvas Oh, this one transferred really well. I thought it would be a little less. There we go. Can you see that? So I'm just leaving the ink image right on the canvas. And I am going in a circular motion here. I don't know, can you see all the little pieces pilling? Just getting all the pulp off. I didn't think it would be such a clean transfer. Wow. See, I told you hers was the best medium to do it. I'll hold it up in a second so you can really see. It's getting all the pulp away. It did turn out well. Hello, Trish. Welcome. Hey, baby cakes. I see you there too, Jen. Welcome. There you go. So I'm going to hold this up. Hopefully it'll zoom in. Can you see that? That transferred beautifully. So this is the one that I haven't taken the pulp off of. And this is the one I did. It literally becomes part of the canvas. I'm just moving that over so I can read. Well, I'm glad that you popped in, Trish. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, Jen. All right, so I'm going to take this one off now because I do want to remove that. So I'm just going to, it doesn't take too long, but the trick is you need to make sure that the medium is dry. Because if you get a piece that wasn't burnished well, so it has air pockets, you're not going to get a transfer. If it's wet at all, again, the ink won't set, have a chance to set because it's not dry, and it will come up and it'll be almost pasty. You'll know immediately if your multi-medium is not dry because it'll get like gummy in your hands. And you don't want that. You don't want to feel gummy. No gummy. Trish, I didn't have any visitors yesterday, if you know what I mean. Maybe the measuring cups are it. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that. You never know. They could surprise you. All right. So there we go. So that actually turned out really, really well. I was going to just lay some of I'm drying it now, by the way, everybody. Sorry. I was going to lay some of the dictionary paper down there as part of another layer. I still might do that, but I really like that transfer. That turned out really nice. I don't think that you can. I'll zoom out again. Hopefully, can you? Oh, there. It almost got like. There we go. Okay, so I've got a transfer that I like, which is cool. I'll hold it up a little closer for you too. Can you see that now? So all the pulp is gone, and it's just literally printed on the canvas. Yay! All right, that's image transfer via Claudine Helmuth, Multimedium 101. I did a whole canvas, like a 16 by 20 canvas with that. It was fun though, as a background. I enjoy stuff like that because I'm a little strange, I know, but that's okay. So I am going to get out some paint now, I think. And I'm just trying to decide what color. Because I want to kind of make I want to do my background pages like I enjoy making my background pages with all the stencils and everything. I'm trying to decide. If you do it on a stretch canvas, it'll work the same. Okay, bye Trish. Have a good Christmas. We'll talk to you later. Now, Linda, you're talking about doing a transfer on a stretch canvas. You can. It's just because it's out, you're pushing. Like the 16 by 20 canvas that I did was a stretch canvas. You just have to make sure that you burnish it properly. If you put a book under it while you burnish it, that will help, or a block of something. But as long as it's burnished, you should be fine. Make sure it's all in there. Your scrappy friends are not in the house, my darling. They are at a crop in Guelph today. You're welcome, Linda. All right, I'm just going to, ooh, I had a little bit of pulp there. I don't know if you saw that pick up. This is a pretty dry brush. I don't know if you guys can tell that. And I'm just kind of putting a little bit of paint down on it. I will give them hugs for you. We're picking them up from the crop this afternoon and loading the magazines to come back here for storage and then for the next event. Then we're going out for supper or dinner or whatever. So I will definitely do that. Looking for some blank canvas, I think. And I am going to gesso. No, well, white, not gesso. What I've done, I know you can't see because I have it pretty tight on my piece of canvas here, but I just put a little bit of paste on my craft mat, and I'm taking a scraper and putting some paint on it, and I'm just going to scrape it on a little bit. I'm going to zoom out so you can see better, because there we go. There we go. Okie dokie. So now it's important to dry between layers, so I will be getting out the heat gun quite a bit today, because I think I'm going to do lots of layers on here. But so far so good. Book text, background. I'm going to start adding some stencils. All right. Your heat gun is a hairdryer? Well, for drying that would work, but you're not going to get any embossing or anything done with that. I like this one because it's nice and quiet. I've had the other ones in the past that sound like you're taking off on the plane or something. I love chevrons, and this is from Julie Balzer's last release, and I've had the big chevrons, but I've used the 12 by 12 chevrons. I shouldn't just call them big. Colorama paints and a hairdryer? Yeah, I would tease you too, Linda. Okay, so I am going to use the mini chevrons. I really love the mini chevrons. The chevrons in general. I don't know, I'm just really taken with them. And let's see if I do a splotchy. And let me think here. I have the music on in the background today. I don't know if you guys can hear it coming through there. Sure, why not? And if Bonnie's watching this, yes, I'm using my favorite color. This is just some deco art traditional. I know I know my bottle's all full of stuff, but that's what that is. And I'm just going to splotch it on my tool. This is just I think it's from Tulip. Yeah, from Tulip. And I am going to put it down. Love that stencil. I am really been into this color lately, and like the oranges and like the tangerines. And then they said it's the color of the year, and I just about passed out. And I went, well, you didn't have to tell me that. Yeah, I am liking that. I love those mini chevrons. It's awesome. Yeah, I love a great stencil too. That is a good one. That is one that everyone should have in their arsenal. All right, so I think I'll try that. And I want circles, I think. Hmm. I think I want to use a circle grid. Mini circle grid. This is mini circle grid. Um, thinking crimson. But I want to make it more like a plum. So let me just kind of mix this up here. I miss making fun of Paula today, Linda. I had so much fun last week with the whole thing, with the whole shower thing. I thought that was hysterical. I'm adding a little bit of purple to my crimson, see if that'll help me get the color that I'm looking for. More of a plum. Oh my gosh, she didn't even end up doing it last Saturday. I was very upset. Not to go in the shower bit, but the whole washing thing, like washing it completely down with water and letting it mix, just spraying it. It's very disappointed in her. I might get in trouble for just saying that. I did too. I laughed and laughed and laughed. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of dots. Kind of like that. Just kind of, I don't want the whole grid to appear. I just kind of want little bits of it. One thing I love about stencils, kind of do your thing. Kind of like that. Hmm. Yes, me likey. All right, I'll dry this. Put that back in the water. Sorry, I'm reaching across the camera. That wasn't very good. I like the color combo too. Nice and bright. My kind of thing. Fabulous place. There we go. You're awfully quiet over there, Wendy girl. You watching still? gonna make sure I don't get my arm in the. There we go. Now I think, what to do, what to do, what to do. I need to blend that a little bit together, but I don't want to do it in a white. Maybe like a tan or something. Again, I'm still using these little exciter packs or whatever they're calling them for the Claudine Helmet Studio paint. I do like them. Studio paints, for those who don't know, are like a semi-gloss paint that are kind of a cross between a fluid acrylic and a heavy body acrylic. So they still have a transparent feature to them, like a fluid, but they're a heavier paint and they're fabulous to mix with. I just love mixing color with them. Um, I'm just trying to think how I want to put this on. I think I'll just do a wash, and I'm going to move my water bin over here so that I don't reach across anymore. I have a feel. You should try the Claudine's paints. You'd love them. But I think you'll be waiting a very long time before the Dollarama carries them. Oh my gosh. So I'm just kind of doing little, I just want to blend it down a little bit, tone it down just a touch, because I still want to keep adding some layers. And I don't want it to be a lot of bright, loud layers on top of each other. I want to be able to tone it periodically through it. So I just did a little bit of a tan wash. I don't know if you could see the difference that made. Just toned it down just a little bit, a little bitty bit. And I'll just dry that. And I think I might actually use some molding paste now too. And I think what I want to what do I have out here? Do you know what? I really love my hearts and molding paste. I think maybe I'll use some of my hearts in there. Drying that down. Yeah, you can see it on the red dots. It just kind of brings it together. Alright, let's see if this jar will open for me today. Oh, it did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have some light molding paste here. This is by Golden. I like this one. Me like these. And I think see how I've got like corners going here? I have a diagonal going this way. I think I might do the diagonal of the hearts going the opposite direction. Just trying to keep it a little bit balanced here is what I'm doing. So I'm going to lay my stencil on the piece of canvas, and I'm going to get out. Oh, the heck with it! I'll just put some on my finger. And I'm just going to put it right down on the stencil. And then I'm going to take my scraping tool and I am going to scrape it into the stencil so that it's just a really thin. There we go. When you're working with stencils like this one that have bits in it that move, you just want to make sure that you're working. There we go. That you're working with the stencil and not against it, so it stays down. I'm just going to put some more in there like that. There we go. Yay! Filling it in, filling in the spaces. And then if I lift it up, I'm just going to remove some of that. Remove some of that. I don't know, can you see those? So these would be a little bit three-dimensional on there. You can add color to the paste, but I'm going to end up spraying and painting over it. So I'm not going to do this now. If you had color wash spray down, color wash reacts with water. And it also will seep up through the molding paste, so you will see the colors of the color wash spray underneath through that as well. I love molding paste. Gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple more down here. I'm just gonna pick up the extra because I don't want to waste it. And I am going to do just a couple of these ones down here. See if I have enough. Yeah, I think I have enough. I certainly do. And I'll put the extra in the jar, which is why sometimes I have a hard time opening them because I have stuff around the outside rim. So I just removed it. But you can see I use a lot of it. I've had this for a long time though, and I use it for my classes. So a smaller jar will get you through a lot, especially if you're just doing little pieces like I'm doing here today. But I love me some molding paste. So I'm going to dry this. You can let this air dry. Because it's thin, I don't mind going in with the heat gun, but if you ever did a thick layer of the molding paste, just let it air dry. Just let it go and come back in a while, like a couple hours or even the next day. Because if you heat it with the heat gun, especially when it's thick, it will tend to bubble. Now, some people can and do that on purpose because they like the bubbled effect of it, but I have such a thin layer here. All I wanted was something thin. I don't know if you can see how thin, but yes, a little dab will do you. I designed the heart stencil to be an accent piece for your layering, and I've been finding I've been using it a lot, which makes me happy. Okay. Now I'm just trying to decide what else I want to do. Because I do want to tie this all together. I'm thinking. I might use a spray. A couple of sprays on here. I love the feel of the texture of this. There's a couple of little spots that aren't quite dry yet, but that's okay. Majority of it is. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Okay, do you know what I think I'm going to do? Another wash over it, this time in a color. And I might actually do a blue. Shocking as that may be. And I have an idea. I am going to water this down just a bit. Maybe that's too much, but we'll find out in a second. And I am going to put that over it. There. Okay, so now that's blue, and I'm going to add another darker blue just to highlight some of it. Oops, I don't like that. Let's take it off. Dab it on, take it off, dab it on, take it off. And there is the darker. Just a little bit. There we go. So you can see how it's just kind of picking up those edges of the paste. gives it a whole other look. All right, bring it a little bit over here some more. There we go. Too much. Alrighty. So I'm liking that. I don't know if you can see. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm almost done my layering underneath here. Before I go on to what I want to do. Because I do want to add some clouds because this is going to be a luggage tag. So I want to have a house on it. I want to have one of my houses on it. Definitely, definitely, definitely. You know, like a return address. And I love Julie's cloud stencil with my house stencil. I love the look of those two together, and I use them a lot. I use them almost together all the time, actually. Very rarely you're going to see me using one without the other. And here's the clouds. I know you've seen me use it before. I will do it in a white. Or do I want to do it in like a... maybe even like a silver. Let's see what I have. Oh, sorry, I'm reaching across the camera. I apologize for that. I have a metallic silver acrylic paint. This is just something I don't even know when I got this. It must be ancient. Deco art. Obviously not something I use very often. There we go. I know you can't see me putting that there. Okay. Let's see. I just don't want it to look like dark and gloomy. But I really like the metallic. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put this on. And then I'll highlight it. But that is looking a little bit dark and gloomy. I see it, but I don't know if you can see it very well in there. You don't want it to be a dark and dreary day. It's nice and bright and sunny out today. But I think I'll do that with some pens. I have some pens that will brighten that up. And I might even do that with a little bit of white acrylic paint too, to highlight the edges on the bottom there. Welcome back. Okay. Let's get me some blank canvas. Just an itty bitty bit. I'm just going to follow that outline here. Real life tends to do that sometimes, interrupt live streaming. That's okay. There. So you can still see the text under there. Hopefully it's in focus here for you. I still see the text. I see all of the layers I put on. So far so good. But remember I said I was thinking I'd add some more text? I think I will. I think I will. And then I'm gonna, oh good, I'm glad you can see the text through that. Alright, so the clouds are highlighted, but I'm gonna do some pen work on that still, but not yet. I'm looking for the word suitcase to see where it is in here. S-U-I. Or have I used it? I think I've used that page. Because it goes from subside to sulk. Oh well. Okay. How about airplane? Have I used that page? Well, luggage it's the root of lug, and it just didn't sound right. Because it was lug, the luggage, lugged. Airplane. I think I used it. Yes, I'm not kidding. I thought it was hysterical too when I saw it. Okay. Trying to look for like a travel looking one that'll work, because you will see it a little bit more than the other one. Ooh. Express. I'm looking for explore. I think I just found my page. Travel, I used that already, but I have explore and express, so maybe I can express my luggage to an exploring situation. That was a reach. So I am going to just attach this. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Well, it's going to look like I'm doing the same thing. Instead of doing a transfer, though, I'm going to embed the paper onto the canvas using the matte medium again. And this way, you could do this with any paper. I just happen to be using the dictionary paper. Scrapbooking papers work well too. It's just they tend to be a lot thicker. Cardstock weight, and I don't necessarily want cardstock weight because I am going to probably sew this together later. So the dictionary paper is perfect weight for me here. And I'm putting, it's almost like decoupaging it on. I am putting it on the bottom of the paper, and also now it's sealing it in on the top. And again, I'm just going to brayer that to it. Make sure there's no bubbles. Okay, and I will heat that up and get out some pens. Oh, sorry. Those commercials are something else. I hate that you guys have to watch those commercials, but unfortunately, there's no way around it. At least not an economical one. I think I'm going to, oh no, maybe I'll do it with the pen. Okay, I have some Faber-Castell Pitt pens here, which I love to use. I think I'm just going to kind of color it with the pen. What I'm doing here is just kind of smudging it in. Because before the Pitt pens dry, you can use them to blend. And I do like that. So I think I've got that done there, and then I'm going to go over it a little bit with some acrylic paint. But I'm going to swatch to tie it in. Oh, it keeps it a little less. What's the word I'm looking for? I can still see it. It's translucent there, transparent. Okay, and I'm going to get out. I'm at a stage right now where it looks very bleh, but it won't. There will come a time when it won't look loggy anymore. Now I'm going through my pens here. I need some more pens. I have a brush tip pen, but I don't want a brush tip right now for this. Again, another brush. Alright, I'm not having any luck here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I love using the stencils as a template for me here. I think I might even do some doodles. There's a couple little hearts on the bottom because you know I've got hearts down there. So it's raining hearts. I don't know, could you see that? I shouldn't do that. It is very hard to keep going when in the stage where it looks black. I totally agree. But it will get better. Okay, now I'm going to accent this a little bit. This is going to end up being cut, but that's okay. And now, I really want to do something in there. This is just another Pitt pen here from Faber-Castell. Adding some little red hearts to it. There you go. Um, where's my house template? Which one do I want? You can see, I love my stencils. I use them all the time. Which one do I want to use? Um, I'm thinking maybe this one, but which way do I want to use it? I'm going to put that right there. Okay, and now I'm going to get some black ink. Maybe I'll even use my brush pen. Why not? Let's try it. Let's go in and use my brush pen. I usually go, oh, you know what? You can see the outline there. I can see I have some leftover molding paste in a couple of these areas. So maybe I will use the paint. Okay. Oh, so I might have a visitor? Okay, well, you'll know when he's here. That's funny. Perfect. I can suggest gesso, yes I can. For those of you who can't see, I'm talking to somebody here who has somebody coming in to get her a gift today. So that'll be interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh look, I just did a flub. That's okay. All right, so there's that there. Now I think there's that there. I speak good English. Hello, Jess. Nice to see you. Sort of. Okay, I just have the outline of the house. And that's all basically I really wanted to accomplish because now I'm going to use a little bit of gesso in it so that I can color the house. Um, Here we are. You hear that? You hear that there? Maybe it's the blue noser in me coming out. You think so? At least I didn't. What is it in the south? Done did. Oh, yay, Leanne! Oh, I'm so excited you got on. How fantastic! That's awesome. Well, I should have probably heated that a bit before I did that. Did I done did good? My own self? I might have been known to say my own self has done this. All right, just moving out, kind of like I did the other day. I guess last week when I was working on those magnets. I'm just kind of gessoing out where I'm going to do some color. Here we are. Leanne, it's so bizarre you only get like high speed for minutes at a time. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to use some orange. So I'm kind of putting it on and rubbing it through. Maybe I should have used paint for this too, but I kind of like the look of smudged ink on this. I'm wondering if you can even see that. Do you know what, Leanne? I think you really should. And you need to send me an email with those pictures. I didn't get a photo of your Karen-inspired work. Leanne did some, she was in here on Wednesday night for our art journaling class, and she brought me some work that she did inspired by last week's Ustream. And I was like so excited for it. So I really think if you can send me, if you do anything that's Karen-inspired artwork from any of my Ustreams that I post, please forward it to the arthousestudio@rogers.com, and I will post them because I want guys to see what you're doing because I think it's fantastic. Oh no, your picture's frozen. That's not good. Try to log in again, Wendy. Maybe you need to refresh it. Oh. Can you see me again, Wendy? There we go. Put a little bit of yellow on there. Maybe I should have done a different color. Probably should have done red. Okay, me not liking that. How's that for them done good English? But I will do this in the window. Okay, I'm gonna gesso that over again because I do not like the yellow roof at all. Oh, I'm glad that it got it back though, Wendy. Alright, gessoing over that yellow. I don't mind if it comes through a little bit through the gesso. So I'm thinking I need to do a red roof. Or a blue roof. What color roof? Definitely a blue door though. Going through my stash. I like this one. Done it my own self. So I like to, I don't know if you can see that, but I like to go in with one color and then shade or highlight with another. And I know it's really difficult to see right now because I'm going over the, I've painted and gessoed over the lines that I had made with my stencil, but again, those lines were only there as a guideline so that I knew where I was coloring. So did we figure out what roof color I'm doing? Am I going to do a cross between orange and red or something? Or maybe some red and, oh, I know. I know. Purple. How's magenta? Oh, by the way, did you see my hair? Can you see the pink in my hair? Hi. It's like my hair color. All right, so again, I am kind of rubbing it. I'm putting it on and then rubbing it off. Kind of strange process, but I'm kind of rubbing it through. I see that the webcam keeps every time I move my hand, it keeps refocusing for you, which is a good thing. And I'm going to highlight it here with this red. Oh, it doesn't really have. This is deep scarlet red, and this one was magenta. I'm sure. Yeah, magenta. So I'm trying not to be afraid of putting the ink on. Because sometimes I do. I do get a little nervous when I'm doing something like this. But hopefully you'll be able to see the difference in the color. So it looks two-tone. Because that's what I want it to look. I want it to look two-tone. All right, and I have this little bit that's over here, and I'm not sure if I want to keep that. I'm hesitating before I put the red on there. Maybe I think I'll keep it just with the blue. I don't want to get too totally crazy over here. Okay, so I think it's time to put the lines back on. Get a template. Here it is. Actually, I'll just give it a shot with the heat gun just to make sure. Please tell me it's not looking a little Blue's Clues. Just saying. Things have been turning out very Blue's Clues-ish around here lately. They still have that show on TV? That was popular when my kid was young. Because I think I'm about ready to stop with the paint and the ink and add the stitching. Okay, I'm lining this back up. Here we go. Lining it back up. And I think I will go through again with this. I'm glad you love the template, Leanne. Thank you. And Leanne, for those of you who can't see as well, because she just commented on my stamp, I have some stamps coming out. They were created by a company called My Stamp Box. They're being launched at CHA next week. And Leanne was here, as I mentioned earlier, on Wednesday, so she got to see the stamps when they came in. And she has a couple favorites already, she said. And one of them does go well with this template, just saying. So I know you can't really see this very well because of my very abused templates, but you know, such is life. Did I get everything? Pretty much. I think I'll just touch it up. I can't sneak peek. I promised. I promise I can't sneak peek online. The manufacturer has asked me to keep it under wraps until CHA, so that CHA they are officially launched. But as soon as I'm back from CHA, I will show you all. I promise. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. And I can't wait to add some more texture to it when as I say, I'm going to use some stitching. I also think I might even do a little bit of felting on here. Why the heck not? Let's see. What do I have? That's okay for the tease, Leanne. You can snoop all you like. You're funny. I have some roving. I think I will. I think I'm going to do couple of little flowers in there. I've got a pretty thick canvas though, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'll give her a go. Why not? What's the worst that'll happen? One of my favorite sayings. All right, so I've got a couple of needles on here, and I'm just going to pull a couple of. I have my pen tool here from Clover. This is my felting needle. I only have 2 needles on here right now. I could go get the third, but because I'm not sure if it's going to go through the canvas very well, to risk not breaking them, I will keep it here. I have my brush mat, um, also a Clover tool, but you can use a dense foam as well. I kind of like the Clover tools, so I tend to use them all the time. I'm going to put a flower here. Let's see, will it go through? If I'm really gentle, because remember there's a lot of paint on here as well. Normally if I needle felt, see if I can see that? Normally when I needle felt, I'm moving my needles a lot faster than I am here. But what I'm basically doing, for those of you who haven't seen a Ustream video with me felting before, is that these needles have little barbs in them, and it is pushing the roving, which is this loose wool, through the canvas. Can you see where that's come out? So it's attaching it to it. So I'm going to do a couple of those little flowers. And I'm going to, when I get the sewing machine out, I am going to do some stitches around it. I think that'll be fun. So I'll do that there. And I'm thinking I might need some white or something in the clouds. Just saying. Doesn't take long to add a little touches like this. I say go for it. But it is working. I probably could go get that other needle, but I'm still a little wary of it. I'll be honest. It's not the ideal project for it, but why not? Here's another one. Did you see that, or did it go out of focus? I'm just going to move it out a little bit again. So there's 2 that are felted in there. And we'll do one on the other side of the house as well for the third. There we go. Ooh, this is a little thicker. Ooh. There we go. And I'm just kind of moving the roving in towards the center where I want the flower to be. I don't know if you can see that. I'm kind of guiding that roving in, that felt. There we go. See, 3 little pieces that come through. All right, so that's good there. And let's see if I have any white in here. I know I have white sheets of roving, but I don't know if I have any loose. Sorry, I have white sheets of wool. I'm not sure if I have any white roving. Not really. But I do have this yellow, this soft yellow. I'm not sure. Again, it only takes a little bit. I don't know if you can see, like, I'm like literally taking wisps of this roving. And I think I might see what it does. Again, why not? A little, again, we've got paint in there, so I'm not trying to rush it, but I do want to felt it through. I'm not going to push it all the way through because I want the clouds, again, to be a little wispy. I don't know, can you see that okay? Can you see that? I don't know if there's... I don't know if you can even see that in the video. I could dye it with some white ink, Leanne, but I don't even know if I want to do that. You know what? Remember I said I didn't push it all the way through? I'm going to take that out because I'm not a big fan of that. I think what I might do is just do the stitching. Just pulling it out the back. Okay. But I do like these, and they're on there pretty well. Okay, good. All right. I should get out the sewing machine. I wonder how that'll work on here. You like the yellow? I don't know if I like. I thought it might make it too. Thought it might make it a little too yellowy, too bleh. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking I should stickle it though. Maybe that's what I should do. Stickle it. Glitterify it. I'm gonna go grab some of that actually. Be right back. Okay, so here's the glitter liner from Viva Decor. I do like it, and it's silver. So we could have more silver. Yeah, I just wanted clouds with the silver lining. So I'm just gonna put that through, move it around a little bit. I don't know if you can see that glitter. I'm just kind of following my shading, making it chunkier in some spots than others. There we go. If I wanted to be really particular about these glitter liners, they can make a really thin layer of glitter, and I love them for that. Let's see. Yes, I am taping, Leanne. Can you see the glitter at all? I change it a certain light, maybe. There we go. Cool. All right. So I think maybe now I need to let that dry, get out the sewing machine, and do a little sewing, and kind of go from there. And I think I'm gonna like putter with it. It's my favorite thing to do. I love just playing, and this project is actually probably the perfect project for me to do today because it's allowing me to do just that. Play! Alright, so I'm just moving some stuff out of the way here. Because I'm not sure if I want to... Alright, I have my sewing machine here. I'm going to bring it over. So I'm just getting rid of my paint. Because we don't want that to get in the way. And this is my water bottle and my dictionary. Alright, and I will move this as well. So excuse me here, everybody. Alright, so I have my sewing machine here, and I'm just going to plug it in. Now I have a white in there, so I think maybe I will start. You see my project? Hopefully you can. And what I know you won't be able to see me sewing, but I will take it out. I'm only going to be doing little bits, and I'll take it out and I will show you, and I will show you the process that I do. I'm doing freeform stitching here, but I do have a pedal foot. Oops, I have to let that dry a little bit more. I do have a freeform pedal, but I don't have it hooked up right now, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just drying that glitter pen. I really like the texture from the hearts that are on there, though. I really, really, really like that. There's a part of me that's thinking I should just go over that house if I don't like what I'm seeing, because it's looking a little bleh to me right now. And I know that I had planned it to go over with some stitching, but if I don't like it, I think I might even cut it out of some fabric and piece it together and make like a three-dimensional piece on there. That might be kind of cool too. Well, almost dry. Oh, a little bit there. Jen, I just saw your poop comment about the sneak peek. Sorry, that's why I giggled. I'm just going to put this down and I'm just going to sew. And again, I'm sewing in white around the clouds, and I am going to freeform it. Okay, see if I can show you now. Can you see that? Can you see that at all? A little bit hard to see on the camera, I think. But what I've done is I've zigzagged along the bottom, and then I have running stitched around the tops of them. So let me just do that again. And again, it's like free-forming it around, so I'm not paying too close attention to exactly where my lines are. I never thought in a million years I would like to sew. But the people here that come into my studio were tired of me sewing with glue. So they taught me. So I know you can't really see, but hold on a second. Okay. You see that at all? I don't know if you can. All right, so it does look cool. Again, if you saw it in person, you would um, really notice the texture of the thread. Now, I am going to change the thread so that I have a color, and I'm thinking, I don't even know if I want to do black. I might even do the blue. All right, I'm just going to change out the thread. And where is my thread box? Because I brought it over here because I knew I'd be doing this. All right. I have a couple of blues in here. I have a royal, but I don't think I'm going to use that. Oh, it's not. think I want to use this one. Okay, so I am just going to thread my machine here. Just give me a second. Scissors. I'm not going to worry so much about the bobbin thread because you're not going to see it on here. Oh, but I do need to see the needle. Okay, I am 40 this year, and I think I need to get my eyes checked. Oh, for heaven's sake. Pressure of being on camera trying to thread a needle. Can't do it. What the heck? Oh my goodness. This is an entertaining video. Come on, Sam. Yay! Okay. Let's see what happens now. I am literally going to go ahead and follow along the lines that I've created here for my house. Now I am going to freeform it as well, and I'm going to alternate between a running stitch and a zigzag stitch. So I'm going to start off with a couple and then run to a zigzag and then go back to a running and then just kind of follow this along. And switch and kind of go around. Thanks, Adriana. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend. Adriana is the esthetician that works in the plaza here that my studio's in. Always nice to know a good esthetician. And a friendly one. All right, I'm almost done this here, and then I will show you. Right now, I'm just going and doing the bricks, or not bricks, the shingles. Okay, and finishing the roof here. Oh, you know what I didn't do was the chimney. I should go back and do the chimney. Sorry, I know this is so entertaining. Almost done, I promise. And we're good. Okay, I'll show you what I've done so far, and then I'll finish up my house here. Okay, so far what I've done is I've gone through with the blue thread and done, I've gone around the outside and done stitching around the roof there. I don't know if you can see. So looking kind of cool actually. I'm liking that very much. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do around the door here and the window, and then I will show you the finished one there, and then I'm going to do the flowers. I'm just trying to think if I want to change this thread again, if I do dare. Yeah, I probably will dare. Oh, let's finish the blue on the house. So I'm just going back in. I'm in a running stitch. And there we go there. And I could have quilted of this too, I'm thinking, but it's so good. And I'm going to do so there's the door. I don't know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it. And now I'm just going to go around the outside of the window. And if you can see me right now, you'd laugh because my tongue was like sticking out. It's hysterical. I'm so with my tongue. I don't know if anybody else does that, but oh my gosh, I'm brutal. Alright, so I'm just going to snip those ends off there. Got a couple of ends over here. Okay, so I've gone around the whole thing. Oh, come on. Focus for them. So I'm going to change the thread, I think, to red. I've got this pinky red happening. And I have a pink. No, I'll do the red. Okay. Because why not? Well, let's hope I can thread this a little faster. Okay. Again, you never know what I'm going to do here in the studio. Alright. So I did get a chance to thread it. Yay! So I'm going to, I know you can see it here, I'm going to go right up, make a stem, a flower, and then do circles around it. Now remember, I'm free-forming this. This is not going to be a perfect circle, but that's okay. So, alright, here I go. Wish me luck. That didn't go as planned. It went a little bit lopsided. Oh, geez. So I'm going to take that out because I haven't, I need my stitch ripper. Come on, baby. Here it goes. Okay. And we'll try that circle again. Alright. I'm going to go a little slower this time. I don't know if you can hear the pedal, how slow it's going. I'm almost doing it step by step, but actually that one turned out okay. I like that. But I do need to do the stems again though. Ooh, look at the neck back. I have to clip my threads. Look at that. Ew. Okay. So here it is. Now I'm going to go back in and do a couple more lines for the stem and do maybe a little petal there. I better snip that off before it gets caught into anything. There we go. So there's lots of ways you can do stuff like this. I'm just going to get the threads out of the way a little bit. Embroider them on. You can do all kinds of things to add stitching. But this is a little bit faster. Okay, can you see that? So there's a little leaf on there now. And all I did to do that was to kind of go back and forth with the running stitch on the machine. Okay, well, I'll do the other two. Almost done. so I'm going to slow down for the circle now. Now I'm just kind of walking it through. Woo, that turned out great. I like it, but that was funny. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Like, take a look at the big circle around that one. Woohoo! Almost looks like a tree now. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm with it. I can do it. Why not? All right, now I'm just going to make a couple of little leaves there, and I do want to go around the last one slowly, so I think I'll walk it. I don't want it to go all through the house. Not Christmas time. I don't want it to stir anything. There we go. All right. A little bit of thread here, a little bit of thread there. Here's some thread. Any real sewers out there are like shaking as I do this, I think. I'm just going to create a petal here. This last flower. I'm just snipping my ends. Can you see that? Kind of looks cool. I like it. Oops, there we go. All right. See if I can move this out of the way now. All right. I don't know if you can tell, but there we be. So I'm all stitched. I'm all painted. I kind of like. I am going to trim this all up and back it onto another piece of canvas. And I'm going to put my return address on there because this is going to be a luggage tag, remember. And attach a grommet here too. Let me see if I have just trying to decide. I'm just trying to decide if I want to, the reason why I'm not just doing the back on here is because, well, look, I want to cover it anyway. And I want to make it sturdy. I want it to be a really sturdy luggage tag. Right now this is. I'm really liking how this is turning out. I love the silver in the clouds. I don't know if you can see that. I'm really liking the stitching. I love looking through the paint at the text. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I still might do something to those shingles though. Kind of makes me want to play with them a little bit. But I am going to get another piece of canvas right now. And for those of you who didn't see me cut my canvas before, this is how I cut it. I take a little trim here and pull. Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you like it, girls. And Leanne, I'm sure I'm freezing up on you with your internet connection out there in the country. But I look forward to you commenting about it after you watch it back. Okay, so here we go. So I've now cut it the same size. I think I'm going to keep it the red, I think. Yes, I will. And I'm going to sew these together here. Ooh, I just had an idea. I should get some sticky back canvas and print my name on it. And then sew it to the back. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to need my computer for that, though. How am I going to do that? Well, you can still see. I might have to do that separately. So what I'm going to do then is I will Um, Print off a piece of sticky back canvas and attach it to this back piece here of canvas that I have for my luggage tag. And I do want to stitch it on, even though the sticky back canvas is sticky, it does have an adhesive back. I just want to make sure, because this is a luggage tag, that it's permanent. So I am going to stitch it right onto the back here with my sewing machine. And then I'm going to, with wrong sides together, for those people who sew and knit and all that, but know what I mean, I'm going to put them together and stitch around and then trim it and then add a grommet. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think that will probably be it. But I do like this. I do think this is kind of cute. I really do. Anyway, you can put sticky back canvas through your printer. Sticky back canvas is something that's produced by Ranger. It's something that Claudine Helmuth has developed. And it is a piece of back, but it does have a protective coating. It comes in 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12. You can cut the 12 by 12 down to fit into your printer if you'd like, or again, you can do the 8.5 by 11. Throw it through your inkjet printer, whatever you want to do, so that you're printing on the canvas side. And yeah, just cut it out and use it as you'd like. I've also printed out pictures and stuff and used it as my canvas background before painting it. I should show you that one day too when we do a Ustream. I'll print something out on sticky back canvas or and decorate it up. That'd be a fun Ustream. Well, anyway, so here you go. So I think because of the printer and because of that thought, I think that's all I'm going to be able to show you on this Ustream feed. Um, so I will finish this up today, absolutely, and put the grommet in and take some photos and either later today, if I haven't, if depending on how fast I can get this done before I leave here, or tomorrow, I will post the recap of my Ustream and of course this video feed in there so that everybody can see it. Can you see? I don't know. I'm still working with this broadcast with this camera. Can you see the stitching and everything? Hold on. Yes, I will also do a photo of it, so hopefully you can really see the detail. I'm just not, it's hard to see because all I can see is an itty bitty little screen. You can see some of the stitching. Well, hopefully you'll be able to see all of it. I didn't want to do a color on the clouds because I wanted to keep them as white as possible, so that's why I did that. But I will do some close-up photos and post that on my website. And for those people who aren't aware of my website, please visit us at www.thearthousestudio.com. And you do need to put the www in front of it because it is actually a blogger that has a domain name posted to it, and it might not recognize the website if you don't have that there. So www.thearthousestudio.ca, and and then excuse me, I sneeze. And I will be posting things on there. You can also find us on Facebook, The Art House Studio, and I am Karen Ellis. You'll find me under Karen Whitman Ellis on Facebook. So please like us and friend us, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have there as well. If there's any questions about the products that I've used here today, about the felting, about the paints, or anything, please feel free to forward that on to me, and I will answer the question in the next Ustream video or in the recap, depending on when I receive that question. And again, as Leanne mentioned earlier today in our chat room, please forward me any art that you are inspired to create based on these Ustream videos. Again, I will post them. I do have a couple that are going to be coming in, right, Leanne? And I have some others from, there's Wanda also sent me something as well that I have a photo of. I will post those so that you can see what others are doing with the ideas that I give you on the Ustream. So thank you so much for joining me on a Saturday afternoon. Next Saturday I am off to CHA, so I will hope to try to do a Ustream video on Friday evening. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do. If you have any ideas, if there's anything that you'd like to see me do, put a bug in my ear because you never know. I just might play with that. Okay. So I will broadcast live at 6:30 Eastern next Friday evening before I leave for CHA. So thank you so much. I am going to stop the recording, and Wendy and those other people in the chat room right now who are asking me a couple of questions that I can answer off the record, I will answer your questions in just a sec. So thank you again for joining me. Again, my name is Karen Ellis of the arthousestudio.ca. Thank you for joining us. Bye now.